Good evening, all of you. I'm Shivani from Global Education and Training Institute. I'm the Relationships Manager at GETI. I welcome you all this evening to this another session of GETI Live Talks. Today we have Ms. Pockisha Mary Samuel, who is a high school mathematics teacher at the Cathedral High School, Bangalore. She believes in value based teaching and trains her girls to hold on to the motto of be prepared. She loves her students the most. Today, as we have here with us, she will throw some light on a very beautiful topic that says a connect teacher student bonding for a better success. So, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shivani. Good evening, one and all. I'm very happy to express my feelings on this platform today, and I'm very happy and thankful to Katie for this. Yes, it all started on March, in the month of March, when the pandemic was like it was starting, and parents and teachers, everybody was worried about how to go about it, and but still the school was on, exams were going on, uh, ICSE exams was going on, high school exams was going on, and children who passed out from ninth to 10th were having their special classes. And that's the time parents kept calling us to check out how long it's going to be like this, because they were worried to send the students to the school. uh, on 13th of March, the principal called us, and she announced that the school will be closed for some time because of the pandemics. Yes, it was a break at that time. We all were feeling very happy. Children all also, they also felt very happy about it. They said, "Ma'am, we are going to have a holiday." But it went on for a week or another week. Then it started ringing absurd. Suddenly, the government said there's going to be a lockdown for 21 days. And that's the time when everybody started feeling, they started becoming worried what to do next. I called up my children to, I keep in touch with my children on WhatsApp. So I called up and found out what they were doing. They said, "Ma'am, it's a lockdown. We are not able to go for tuitions, nor we are not able to learn anything from the school as well. How are we going to complete the portions? Because they are passed out from ninth to the 10th." So they were really worried. And some of the students, they suggested, "Ma'am, why don't you teach us on WhatsApp?" I said, I'm not a tech savvy. I don't know anything about computers. I told them, children, but then how? Then I told them, okay, fine. I will at least work out all the sums, problems, and I will take a pic of it and send post it on WhatsApp. So this was going on for a week. But some children were finding it really difficult. They said, "Ma'am, we can't understand, ma'am, because though we know the answers are okay, but then we are finding it difficult." Children who are clever were able to understand. Then I said, "Okay, fine. I will try to make a video of whatever I'm teaching." But then I didn't have any equipment at home. I had only a selfie stick and one old mobile phone. Although it's an Android phone, it was an old one. So I didn't know what to do. Then I tried. I Somebody helped me. One of the parent only sent me a board. So with that board, I started, teaching, and recorded it. I used to record it throughout the from night 11 to 1 o'clock as well, because I want the environment to be quiet. So sometimes, when I'm recording it, I wouldn't have known that the phone had got switched off, or it wouldn't have got recorded only. It will be such a painful thing that, in the end, after 30, 40 minutes to see that it is not recorded. Again, I have to go about recording the whole thing. So one such time when I was, recording it, and I used to post all this video recording in the YouTube and send the link to my students on WhatsApp. My children were happy because it's everything there, ma'am, and you're explaining it. It is very easy to understand, and they were happy. But what's one such event, when instead of posting it on YouTube, I posted it in WhatsApp. That was 12:30, 1 o'clock in the night. One of my student immediately responded. He sent me a message. Ma'am, at this hour, what are you doing? You are working so hard to do all these things for us. And he said, thank you, ma'am, for working so hard and teaching us like this. I was really touched. And I just said good night to him, and I went to sleep. But next day morning by 9:30, I received messages from all the students. They all said, "Ma'am, only this person he knows how to express it." So he said, "But even we feel that, ma'am, you are taking so much of pain to, teach us like this. We know that you can't even go out and buy anything. No equipments, nothing is there. But with whatever you have, you are working so hard to do all these things." I was really touched. That was like giving an award to me. I was really so happy. That made me, I was really encouraged. I said, why shouldn't I do something more for this children? But then I said, okay, let me invest some money on buying a laptop. I didn't have a laptop as well. So I invested some money to buy a laptop. Then I went in for a Wi Fi connection. Then I bought a tripod. All these things I did it, because my children motivated me. So I went on. Then that's the time when the school also said that you have to, go online. So a timetable was scheduled from the school, and I had to teach not only the 10th standard, but also the 8th and the ninth. But making three videos throughout the day was very, very difficult for me. Then I said I need to go online, but I didn't know how to do. Then, when I was just scrolling through the Facebook, I came to know that there is something called Google Educators, where they teach you of all about the Google apps and things like that. Then I approached them. They said, "Ma'am, you are most welcome. We will give you, a scholarship, and you can join." So I joined, and I learned everything there. See, it's the pandemic has taught us so many things. So really, I was very happy, and I learned how to use Google Classroom, Google app, and things like that. It's all for my students because they motivated me to do it. Okay, then. But then, how this connect is there? How this connect is there? It's not just now during pandemics I got connected. This connect has been there with my students from the beginning. Many a times we fail in this. So even I have failed. Long back when I joined newly, I didn't know how to get connected to my students, but I learned it. That connect with the students is very, very important for a teacher to be happy and successful, and the student as well. So that's the reason why I'm very, very happy. For this thing, I also got trained as a guide teacher. I did a course in that. I now am a guide teacher. I guide all my guide girls, to become independent. I love to take them on a camp, hike, and all those things, trekking and all. Children become more independent. So there's a connect there again. So my children come back to me even now saying that, ma'am, we did this, we did that, and I feel very happy. Okay, now contacting and getting connected is very, very important. And for that, of course, I have a very good school environment also. Not only we, most of my teachers are like that. They get connected to the children very well. We are very happy working together like that. We, it's a teamwork actually. We do it happily all the time. Okay, here I would like to share a screen with you all. Mm. Shani, can you help me? It's not happening.
Uh, yes, ma'am. Please click on the application tab while sharing this. Yeah, it's there. You may
It's
continue
there?
speaking with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A connect. It's a very, very important. Teacher student bonding for better success is a very, very important thing. This continues. This connect with children did not happen just like that. It's a long time one, which was really helpful at this moment. Yes, this connect, what I had was a long time one. It just didn't happen during the pandemic. I love these two, verses here. Teachers who put relationship first don't just have students for 1 year; they have students who view them as their teacher for life. This, wordings here inspired me a lot. Last week, when I was seeing a video in the WhatsApp, I saw a company CEO. He was going to meet his middle school maths teacher. The teacher is so touched by his presence there, and I think we all need that once in a way, isn't it so? So this is very, very important. And children don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So they don't see whether your teacher is a gold medalist or sometimes they say, oh, she's a wizard, he is a wizard. No, they don't see all those things. They only see how much the teacher cares and how to what level a teacher goes. Okay, and to make them understand, that is very, very important. Why students teachers relationship is important. Building positive relationship with students can lead to improved academic results. Yes, this I have experienced a lot. Once there was a child in my class when she on the first day she entered my class and she was very sad. And I asked her, "What happened, Mama? Why are you sad?" She said, "I'm very scared of you." I said, "Why?" "Because you're a maths teacher. I'm very scared of maths teachers. I don't get maths at all." I said, "So what? If you don't get maths, you must be getting something else. You must be interested in some other subject." She said, "Yes." "Then you can do very well in that." She said, "No, ma'am, but maths I don't do well. If I don't do well in maths, I won't be a good student for you." I said, "No, not at all. But together we can learn maths," I said. She was so happy, you know, and within, the first term, she got just pass mark. And in the second term, I could see her marks improving, her girls' grades improving. And I asked her, "How was it?" "Ma'am, I wanted to make you happy. So that's the reason why I'm working hard." The parents also, they came and said, "Yes, ma'am. I can see her working hard. She finds it difficult, but still, she somehow makes it, makes up time to practice it, and that's how she's been doing it. I was really happy about it. Feeling safe and comfortable can motivate both student and teacher to continue logging into the class. This is with our online classes. When the teacher student relationship is good, the teacher is also happy to log in, and the student is also happy to log into a class. And there will be a lot of learning happening here. So I believe in this. This happens even in the school. When I'll be happy to go to the classes. Sometimes in my maths classes will be in the last period, and some of my teachers will say, "You are the only one who will be smiling and going to the class." No, it's not that. I wanted to be with them, playing, laughing, teaching them. So I've seen that there's lot of when there is lot of happiness, learning is also happening. So even in our online classes, this relationship makes us both happy. Having strong relationship with your students can make interaction with parents much easier. Yes, this is a very comfortable thing. When a child is happy about a teacher, the parent is also happy about the teacher. Today, I have many parents as my friends. The children would have completed their schooling and they have gone. They are working, some are even married, but their mothers are a very good friend of mine. So, this relationship is really maintained even now. It can boost good behavior and moral in teens. Yes, when a child knows that the teacher is around, and where there is a lot of respect for the teacher, the child will start behaving properly. So that will be in their head. I need to be proper. So one simple thing, one small example I wanted to say give here. One of my friend, she's a very good teacher. She's a history teacher actually. I could see all those outstanding students, whoever is like in whichever other classes they're always being thrown out, they'll all be sitting inside in her class, and the class will be quiet and listening to her. There are many, teachers who have questioned her. How is that only in your class these children are quiet and they are listening? And, you know, even I've asked her, how is it happening like this? How is this children who are so notorious and naughty sitting in your class quietly? And she will say, ma'am, they only need the love, ma'am. They need only attention. Children are attention seekers. They see, they need a positive stroke. If they don't get a positive stroke, they go in for a negative stroke. So that's the time when a teacher has to lend a hand. So there, what happens? The children start behaving, and their moral also increases. Equal footing for all kind of students. You just don't discriminate any student, whether socially, racially, whether it is a handicapped child or a dyslexic child. Everybody should be given equal importance. So when we are given equal importance for the children will be happy, and there'll be a lot of learning. How to get connected? The first thing is, greet them with a smile. That smile should not be missing in a teacher. She should smile at a child. Okay. And when you greet them with a smile, the first impression is the best impression. So they will start liking the teacher. And as much as possible, try to learn their names. Address them with their name. It is very important. When you go to a class, even on online, you call them by name, they are so happy. Oh, ma'am is calling, so they are alert. They sit there. They know don't even call their roll numbers, because they are not numbers. They are children. They have their names. Call them by name and address them with respect. They will respond immediately. So address student by name, learn their name. I remember even my old students' name when they come back to me to the school to see me. Immediately, I'll tell them, "Oh, this is your name, Aditya, Arvind, Akash." Immediately, ma'am, you remember our name. Just so happy. You know, that's very important. Even somebody calls us A like that or you like that, we don't feel nice. If somebody calls us by name, we are happy. Same thing happens with our students also. Address them by their name. Now, allow students to express themselves. Many a time we fail in this. When some children stand in our class, we'll tell them, "Come on, sit down, don't talk, don't say." But we don't give a chance for them to express. If it is wrong or right, let it be. We should allow them to express themselves. We should listen to them. We should be a good listener. Listen to them. Show students your world. Yes, many a time we need to express ourselves also. We should tell them we should give our experiences also. They will be very happy. Children, when I was in college, I used to do this. I was like this. Show them your world. There's nothing wrong in it. But not always, it shouldn't be a storytelling class as such, but at least to certain extent. Sometimes they need a break. You can share your experience. There's nothing wrong in it. Give constructive feedbacks. Now, when they are saying something, or when they are submitting their assignments, their homeworks, or when you are correcting their papers and giving it back, give a constructive feedback about it. Don't tell them, waste. You don't do this. This is bad. Instead of that, what could have improved their grades? What is the mistake that he has done, and what could have been done? These are the constructive feedbacks. When you give, the child will feel nice about it, and he or she may correct herself or himself. So that constructive feedback is very, very important. When you see them doing wrong also, immediately calling them and instead of calling them and shouting at them, tell them what could have been done. What's that she could have done instead of this. So the child will feel nice about it. He or she may not get angry, feel angry about it. Encourage students interaction. Always allow them to interact. Let there be a discussion in the class. Let there be a exchange of thoughts and ideas in the class. Some children may not be comfortable expressing things in the class. Give them a private hour for them, separate hour for them. Call them, find out what's happening, why it is like this, or if they have to say something, allow them to come to your room, and so that they can tell what is happening in their life, or why they are feeling bad about it, or why they are not able to perform. Allow them to say. And we should not feel bad about, or whenever there is a negative remark from a child. Sometimes I have experienced this also. Two children coming out of a class, one child came out and he said, "Ma'am, I don't like you." And another child came out and he said, "Ma'am, thank you for teaching." See, this I did not react. I did not react for this. Instead, I was smiling. I was just looking at both the children. I asked him, "Why you don't like me, son?" He said, "Ma'am, I don't know. I don't like you." It's okay. But then I called him privately and I asked him what was happening. This was a child. He was a boarder. He was very angry about his mother. Maybe I was looking like his mother. Maybe that's the reason why. Then later, when he finished his schooling and he went back, he was the best student in the school. Okay, and he became very close to me. So let us not get offended to certain remarks when a child says something. Children know, after all. Okay, so allow the children to be a child. Let them be a child always. Okay, here, this pictures, I saw in a WhatsApp, and I was very impressed. A teacher who wants to do things can do it at any cost. She doesn't require any instruction, or she need not be forced as such. Whatever she feels like, she will do it. Here, this is a teacher. Her name is Sudhas Shinde. She is from Hubli. Here, she teaches these children in the village where there is no Wi-Fi, there is no Android or computers or laptops. So what she has done is she's called all the children and she's assembled them in her uh, house, compound. And look at this social distancing everywhere, and the way she's used the tank as a board, and she is teaching there. So for a teacher, it doesn't need any thing as no, I have to teach here only. If you want to teach, you can teach anywhere. So this I was really impressed. So I wanted to share this with you all. And these are the students. They all were with me in sixth standard. They all were my sixth standard students. This is a long connect. I had been invited for a wedding where as I entered, immediately all these boys ran up to me. They said, ma'am, come, let's take a class photograph. And that's how this photograph was taken. And I was so happy. This was a long connect. And here, this boy again, he was my student in class 6 and he invited me. And this is a girl who invited me for a wedding. All these are my students. And after 1 year, when I met this couple here, they told this girl, she came and told me, ma'am, your picture is the first photograph in our album. And she sent me this picture. That's how I have this. I was so happy. This is again a long connect. And here again, the students whom I met in this wedding. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This was really wonderful knowing how a teacher can connect to their students and how important it is. Right? Uh, it's really wonderful, the bond which a student shares with the teacher, because, like, during his childhood, the child is mostly in the school, right? So it's really important for the teachers and the students to have equal, equal efforts made for their connect. I have a question here, ma'am. Like, even if you are being quite friendly with a student and very close to that particular child, but he or she doesn't open up, maybe the child is facing some problem somewhere, maybe academics, maybe emotions or whatever, and you are trying your best to be very friendly to that child and he doesn't open up, then what should you do? What should a ideal teacher should do?
I've been friendly like that only. I've continued to be friendly with him. I have two examples here because I have a 45-year-old student now. That's when I was only 21. Okay. No, sorry, 35-year-old student. I was only 21 at that time. Immediately after my degree, I started teaching in a school. This child, he was in a 10th standard. I was teaching 10th standard mathematics that time. He used to be very, very naughty. He used to come to the class and do all kind of rowdyism like. So even I was young, no, I was little scared and I used to be worried. But once, I got really thing. I took him to my staff room. Then I sat with him and I spoke to him. I said, "What is this you are doing? What will happen to your future?" I spoke to him more than half an hour, and that's it. After that, I left him. But he continued like this. Last 2 months back, I received a call. He called me and he said, "Ma'am, I'm Nandish," he said. I said, "Which Nandish?" "Ma'am, this so and so school, I was your teacher. You were my teacher. You were my mathematics teacher." I said, "Oh, I don't remember." "Ma'am, I used to do all kind of naughtiness. Once you took me to the staff room, you gave me, and you gave me peace of mind. And after that, still I continued. But now, I'm a father of two children. And even now, I tell my children, it's because of this ma'am. I am what I am. See, I would have felt bad at that time. Doing all these things, what this boy didn't change at all. But now I'm happy because he is a family man and he is, happy with his family. He has given up all these things. He's become so decent. He's a civil engineer and he's working hard to, to keep his family happy. So, child is a child, Noma. You just can't give up like that on anybody.
Right.
So I, tell all my children like that. What is there if they don't do well? And sometimes back, one I got a messenger call, Facebook Messenger. I received a call. Checked that call. Then this child was there. He said, "Ma'am, I've become a sir." What? You have become a sir? What do you mean? He said, "Ma'am, I'm teaching in a school." What's your name? Then he immediately sent my class photo. He circled his face on that and he sent the class photo on the messenger. That boy used to be so naughty, he never used to study anything. And now he is teaching mathematics in a CBSE school. So he's telling, "Ma'am, it's all because of your motivation that today I'm a maths teacher." See his innocence. I'm a sir. Though he is a teacher, okay, he's telling, "I'm a sir now. And you have to come for my wedding. It's in Kerala." See, if I had left him like that, or if I had given him saying that be out of my class, that child wouldn't have come back to me now. Somewhere, maybe later. Boys are late bloomers actually, so it would have happened. So let's not give up on any child, ma. Children are children. We'll
Yes.
be behind them
Yeah.
always. Give our love.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was really a wonderful session. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining in and being a part of Getty's disruptive education movement. Uh, it was really a pleasure listening to you, having a better, understanding of the teacher-student connect. So once again, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Uh,
Shivani, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we come to an end to today's session. We'll soon meet again with another informative session. Until then, thank you, goodbye, and take care.